welcome back to Planet Coaster. We're back on Planet Coaster on our Halloween series. So I'm gonna, I guess, give you guys a rundown or an idea on stuff and how things are going. Okay. So obviously the plan was to upload an episode a week. Upload an episode a week and maybe a couple episodes a week and have this series done and finished by Halloween. Which would have been fine, which was fine, right? It was perfectly fine for that to be the case, but there was one minor problem. And that problem was, as always, as you've seen from anybody that's watched my series, is this, how far did I'm trying to think, I didn't even do any of this, okay. Yeah, so things have taken, and always do take a lot longer than I intend to, right? That's just the way it is. Unfortunately, it's just me and my bad judgment on everything. So I didn't actually get uploaded as frequently as I wanted to. I didn't get it all done in a decent amount of time frame. Once again, I tried to do. Gave myself a month to do a series, when in theory I should have given myself a couple of months. It's a mistake that I made with the Christmas series last year, and it's a mistake I made this time around with Halloween. That being said, this series will be finished, but it just won't be as grand and as big as I wanted it to. I had plans to put down this Horror Heights. I don't know if I'm going to keep this Horror Heights here. I might, but I don't know how I'm going to skin it. It might just be a simple crappy hotel. Probably most likely the option. There's going to be a restaurant here still. That's not changing. Obviously I've got to finish this. This is kind of like the main attraction of the entire park, bar the coasters. I want to give this some kind of detail. Not much, just enough to this. Maybe just some rocks around the edge. I think that would be good enough for this. And then here as well, a couple more rocks. Just so that when they go through, they're going into rocks. It just gives a bit more life. There's obviously going to be trees along here at some point. And then the plan was to get another coaster in, which is going to happen. I'm still going to get another coaster in. I was going to get like 2 more coasters in. And that was kind of the intention and the plan, and unfortunately that isn't going to be possible. I wanted to get 2, well I don't know, I haven't decided, but moral story is I'm recording this on the 29th, Halloween is on the 31st. So the plan is to get the last episode of this uploaded, so this episode is episode 3, I want to get this uploaded and done probably today, and be uploaded for tomorrow morning, the 30th, then I will upload episode 4 tomorrow, or no, I think I'll upload episode. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to do 3 episodes in 3 days. Is what I'm going to have to do, because it's really late. I might end up doing an episode today, get uploaded for the 29th, do an episode tomorrow on the 30th, get uploaded for the 31st, and then do the POVs and stuff on the 1st of November, just after Halloween. But those who don't know, I'm finally settled in uni. I have plans to stream a lot more, and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, the internet here isn't good at all. So when it comes to streaming and playing games like I really wanted to, it's probably not going to be possible. Which is sad. I'm really gutted about that. There's not really anything I can do about it at all. It's just the way it is, so it happens. Sometimes you just gotta make sacrifices for your future, and I've said it many times. Never try to hide it. I do want to be doing content creation. That is the goal. That's what I want to be doing for my future. But you can never tell with content creation how well it's gonna go, or how well it ain't gonna go. So I decided that I went ahead to go to uni to study for archaeology as kind of like a more realistic and a more likely job. Is the plans. Obviously that's going to be like that, but that will change. Don't worry, guys. That's definitely going to change. I do not need this to be this big, though. Do I? Yeah, we do. Fudge it. Yeah. But that's fine. How do you finish these off? I don't think I've ever built a boomerang. Ah, there. Yeah. Anyway, so like I said, as much as I want to do content creation, I need to actually be realistic. You know, it's definitely a possibility, right? Nothing's impossible, but it's getting into content creation is a lot harder than I think people know or believe. Which is why, as much as I want to do content creation, I want to stream, I want to make videos, all that kind of stuff. I've got to look at an option as a backup, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah. So, anyway, moving on from all of that jazz. Yeah, internet's rubbish, which I can't do anything about, but I got to make sacrifices, you know. Sorry guys, I'm trying to think how to do this. There we go. Ever made it. Yeah. So, yeah, so and then I settled, and obviously it's quite difficult to settle and everything, unpack everything. And in between all of that, I decided to play Destiny again. So, Destiny 2, more specifically. Destiny had a, you know, was a very, very good game, right? Always has been. But Destiny 2 kind of had a difficult life. You know, it wasn't super good when it first came out. And a lot of people, myself included, decided that, you know what, no, I don't want to play this game, and stop playing it, which is fine. And I played other games such as Valorant, Call of Duty, you name it, I've played it all. But I have got back into the habit of playing Destiny, and it feels, especially Crucible. I'm a big Crucible fan. It definitely feels a lot more like Destiny 1 than it used to. So I have been playing that. I have got addicted to that and grinded that game. As you don't know, it is a very, very grindy game, Destiny. But that's kind of what makes Destiny Destiny. You know, it's what Destiny is. It's a grindy game. It's not meant to be easy. It's meant to take up all your time. That's the idea. That's what it's for. So I've been playing that, and obviously that has taken a lot of time. Getting into the habit of playing a game like this quite difficult. But it's fine. I have got time, and I will get the series done for you guys. Don't you worry about that. You will have a finished series for you guys all to enjoy at some point. Hopefully before it gets too late, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of what will happen. Kind of why I'm at the point that I'm at now. You know, with kind of got into a difficult situation when it comes to this game and this series. Like I said, we're gonna have a series done and uploaded for you guys, and you are gonna have the content to watch. So anyway, enough about that. The plans for today. So as you can see, I have had not much experience with boomerang coasters, but I'm going ahead and making one anyway. So that's what we're doing today. We are making a boomerang coaster, is the plan, and then probably a kiddie coaster at some point. Not sure when. Not sure how how it's all gonna look and everything, but it is what we're gonna be doing today. I haven't had a lot of experience with boomerang coasters, so I don't actually know what they're supposed to look like. I don't know how they're typically done. Like I don't go to a lot of theme parks. They don't know I have. When I was younger, I was very much scared of theme parks. I never went to them, or I did go to them. I wasn't scared of theme parks. I was scared of roller coasters. So whenever I went out for some kind of trip to a theme park, I'd end up backing out, or I'd get to a coaster and I just wouldn't go on it because I was too afraid. I always used to say when I was young, I'm not too afraid, I just don't trust them, which was complete and utter BS. You know how it is. You make up stuff when you get younger. But anyway, we are here now, and I have not had much coaster experience, so I honestly don't know what makes coasters. I don't know what makes coasters look natural, normal. So I kind of just wing it most of the time, just to see, and a lot of the time, for those that have watched my series, I end up going pretty unrealistic most of the time. But that's fine. We're here. We're giving it a good shot. See how things go. I don't think it's going to be too bad. But it is definitely not going to be the most interesting coaster. But it shouldn't be too intense because I kind of want families to go on. I want it to be a boomerang coaster that both families and adults or teenagers can go on and both enjoy it just as much as each other. So we've kind of got this vibe going on. Lots of airtime, a couple of loops. We've got the cobra roll. We've got a big hill. It's probably too intense. I'm not gonna lie. Let me lower this down and then give it all a good smoothing, like that. There you go. There we go. That's better. I don't know how the hang time's going to be on this. I guess we're going to find out. Obviously, that's where you test it. I'm not too happy about how this looks though, because it's kind of too big. If we put that to 15, maybe, and then straighten it. Just not happy with how it looks at all. I don't know if that's going to be too intense. If we bank this a little bit more, there we go. So it should help ease the intensity of that a little bit. But yeah, so things have got behind. But I'm gonna be honest, it's mostly Destiny's fault. Just to be straight up. I've always loved Destiny. Destiny was one of my first proper grindy games that I played. It's a very, very good game. I enjoy it very much. Especially Destiny 2 now that I think it's just a stage. I don't think I'm going to be playing it for a long time. I think once it's going to get to the point where it's going to be past its. I'm going to go past its enjoyment, and it's going to be back to me playing Valorant, which is again a very hard game to play because of my internet. I tried to play it the other day, and oh my word, it is not a fun thing to play. Is that going to be big enough? I guess we'll find out, right? Target speed, acceleration, launch delay. Let's give him like a 5-second launch delay. Nice. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. Nice. And then we do this one, which is going to be the same thing. We're gonna 5. 14. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna go, guys. You have to bear with me. But anyway, that is it. That is my stories. I will go back to not playing Destiny at some point, I imagine. So don't you worry about that. Let's see how this coaster works. I don't think it's going to work very well, but we're about to find out. There it goes. What? Oh, it is going. Okay, that's weird. This is going to take them up. They're going to go up, round the loop, bit of air time, throw cable roll, more air time, go back round, a bit more air time, and then it's going to get down to good hang time. Very good hang time. Up here, it's going to give them a bit of good air time, nice. And then the cable roll, is this going to be... That's actually not too... I think it needs to be a bit bigger, the cable roll. I think it definitely needs to be a little bit bigger, but it's not bad at all. It's constant excitement. It has still quite a lot of momentum. Like, but I think that's going to come down to the fact that this cable roll needs to be bigger. I'm going to be honest. This cable roll is not big enough. Make it... I don't want too big, but let's try that for a bit. And I guess we can get rid of all of this again. I think we can go from here into airtime, like I said. Everybody loves a bit of airtime. Who doesn't love airtime? Airtime is what keeps the excitement going in this game. If there's no airtime, kids get bored and riders get bored, whereas if there is airtime, they don't. So we're going to have airtime. We're going to go down to this, and then I could do a cobra roll. I could put a cobra roll in here. But I kind of want them to relax their head a little bit before they go to something else. Let's be honest, we do not want people going from a cobra roll into a 0G roll, because I feel like that would be make you very ill. It's just my guess. I'm pretty safe guess. I think it's a pretty safe thing to assume. I'm obviously going to put this at 90. We're going to extend it, and it's going to not be like that because that's not fun. We pop this to here, then go here. I feel like here it needs to start maybe at like 22 degrees. Bring it round, turn it up to like 33 degrees. Just like so. Nice. And then it's going to correct itself into here, and then all of this is going to get deleted. Even this, because I've reworked it. So, and then this is going to go straight into more airtime. Do I want this to be the start of the airtime though? I think 33 is a good number. It's a good safe number to bet. Like that. And then that's going to come straight down here to here. Like so. I mean, I could go like this and turn this into a G roll. Put it like, what, 10? And then turn it into a... I could do a heartline roll. No, we do not. That's what we want. Exit. No, exit. Is that what we want? Yes. We do not want that there. Okay, maybe not a heartline roll, because that seems... Inline roll, inline entry left. And then inline midsection. And then midnight exit left. I don't want it to be upside down though. Wait, that's right. Yeah, that worked. That would work. Yeah, like so. I feel like that's not what I wanted. That is not fun. And if we make this the beginning of the roll, inline roll, hotline, inline entry. Nah, we're just going to start airtime, because I feel like adding a roll there doesn't make a lot of sense, and it's going to ruin it. So I'm going to fix that by not adding it. I'm just going to have a bit of airtime, like this. This is going to come into here. Make it like 16. Bring that up to 0. Get rid of the angle. And this is where we're going to start this. I feel like I should start from here. No, there is still more. It's going to have quite a bit of speed still. And as much as I want to I hate the fact this needs to be like this is frustrating. It's because I'm trying to we could do this, we could put it back on itself. But why? Why would I put it? Sorry, I'm having like a major brain fart, people. We could do this. If we put that on the max again, we're gonna loop this all the way around, like so. And it's gonna start correcting itself. It's gonna go down. This needs to be like that, and then we need probably a straight. And the straight is gonna be very small. It doesn't need to be big, just enough so it just gets us past this, and then this is going to start at like 11, and then it's going to go round to 0. No, I don't like it. 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 This needs to come out a bit further. It's already max, dude. Yikes. Okay. Well, this is going to be harder than I thought. 12 maybe, and then bring it round like so. I don't really know what this is, to be honest. But fuck it. Looks kind of fun, doesn't it? This needs to start coming like. Oh, shouldn't touch. It's gonna be closer. And then this is gonna come to be a lot shorter than that. And then we're gonna go into some airtime. My uni flatmates are having a party. Yeah, so I guess we're also here. Why not? I'll talk to you about how I'm running at the moment. Obviously, this is meant to be montage. This isn't what we're gonna just do, because I do plan to do a speed up section for you guys all to see. That is gonna happen. It's just gonna be a little bit later. It's gonna be quite a long episode. This episode I'm gonna talk probably about 40 minutes, 45 minutes this episode. Because I bet you I'm on probably like close to half an hour already just doing this. Like, it's ridiculous. Oh, 24 minutes, yeah, 25 minutes. So for the first 24 minutes you can have this coaster built. Yeah, so I guess I can, once we get this ride camera done, I guess I'll give you guys a rundown of how I found Uni at the moment. I need to actually start this test. Nice. So I found Uni pretty interesting. Obviously I've lived in Dorset, Paul Bournemouth for a very long time, for the rest of my whole life, pretty much, the whole 23 years of my life. I've lived there. And a change of scenery is something I've wanted for a long time. I'm not gonna lie. And going to uni, I think, was a last minute decision, but I don't regret it at all. I've still got stuff to sort out. I'm having issues with my student finance, which is making things stressful because I've got no money. Right, I'm not gonna lie, that is the way it is. But it's fine. Things will get sorted. Obviously, for those who don't know, I'm Christian, so it's obviously the plans that I believe God has set out for me. So I'm not too worried. That actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna get some airtime. Nice. So yeah, I've enjoyed uni. It's been good fun. Nice change of scenery. I'm obviously not used to living. I'm so used to living in one area that it's made it difficult for me. Obviously, I'm not near any family members, but it's been okay. My flatmates were all very, very nice, which is good. Couldn't ask for anything more than that. Obviously, my biggest annoying thing for me is the fact that the internet's pretty crap. I don't think this is going to go back round a second time though, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think it's going to make it a second time round. I just don't think there's enough speed. We'll have to find out. Which is a bit gut. The internet's a bit crap, but it's fine. We move. I'm sure something will sort out. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. So, how can we fix that? Well, the easy answer is reduce the loop. Obviously, boomerang coasters are very much. I don't think I like this whole area. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit too much. I think it's good that it still had speed. I think it really helped. It did help, but I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like it. I think it needs to be done a bit different. I think just going straight to that is perfect. Because I think it loses too much speed. Obviously I need to smooth it all because I haven't smoothed anything. But yeah, it's just nice. Uni's great. It's just a whole new change of scenery for me. Obviously, like I said, I've always lived in my hometown, in Dorset, Port Bournemouth, my whole life. I haven't been to London yet, which is one of the biggest things I want to do. But I just, like I said, until student finance is sorted, I just don't have money. But once that's sorted, I think we'll be fine. I've applied for jobs as you expect because I wanted to avoid working, but I kind of got no option. I kind of have to work. There's a lot of coursework for me to do. I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit stressful, but I'll get through it. But yeah, that's kind of uni. Obviously, I've only been here for a week. I spent a lot of time settling down. The journey up here wasn't too bad. It could have been a lot worse. It wasn't too bad. But here we are. Like I said, if the internet was better, I'd love it. Yeah, because then I could stream. The internet's good at certain times in the day. Sometimes in the day it's absolutely awful. Other times in the day it's not. A lot of it comes down to every now and again the internet will automatically disconnect itself, which isn't always fun. But hey, it's what it is. So maybe I can figure something out, but right now it's not really something I don't know. I don't know how to figure it out just yet. I'll figure out maybe at some point, but right now I don't know how to figure it out. Here we go. Here's attempt 2 at the boomerang. So the go gets up all of this pretty good speed. Maybe the first hill is a bit too. We're gonna find out. I think if we don't make it the second time around again, I think I'm gonna change the hill. There you go. See, it's not too intense, which is what I want to be exciting, but not too intense. Super duper intense. I mean, the other time is I make this higher, right? That is always an option. I definitely feel like this hill can be made bigger. So, I think this hill that goes up and around needs to be lowered. So if we go back to edit track, not much, just enough so that we've got some like that. Obviously, this is going to be small as well. I want this to be probably about there. It's a good height. I think the thing is, I feel like this could all be lowered. And then if I just hit smooth again, bring things down a little bit. There we go. This hill I definitely think can be raised. Definitely doesn't see move there. There we go. Not a lot, just enough. We want good airtime, but we don't want super intense air. And then we've got this. So this is obviously the big issue. So if I go ahead and get rid of this, and add one more of these, I don't need that big though. Maybe at like 15, and then the top bit, like so. I did see it hit there and stop, but that's because I think I'm in the process of building it, so the game hasn't registered the fact that we're there yet. Right. Just gonna go up round, yeah, nice, perfect, nailed it, perfect, awesome. It's gonna go up there, and it's gonna come up down. It's gonna go over there, it's gonna go up there, it's gonna go right down there, and it makes it round. Let's go. We did it, lads. Nice. So that's the layout for the track. That is good. That's what I wanted to see. There was one thing that I wasn't so keen on. The fact that this was in the ground a little bit. That's the layout of the track, of this one anyway. I'm happy with it. It's simple, but I think it's going to be enjoyable. So I'm going to keep this testing, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go finally, after about half an hour, we're going to go into time-lapse. So, I don't know what we're going to do, I don't know what we're going to get done, but the goal is to get a lot done. So that we can get things all done and ready in time for Halloween. So yeah, enjoy the time-lapse, and I'll catch you guys after the time-lapse. Enjoy it. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. We're back. Um, it's been a while. So I spent 4.5 hours, I want to say. Still didn't get it done completely. But I pretty much got to the point where there's just little bits I need to do ready for the final episode. So, whilst I chat to you, I'm gonna actually spend some time doing this. So yeah, we got most of it done. Obviously not all of it. I did not expect all of it to go on. I just wanted to get a good chunk of it done. I finally got a idea of the size of the park now. Before I just didn't have an idea, but at least now that I've got that, now that I've got an idea of the size, it's going to make things a little bit easier in the long run. It's just a case of detailing and finishing off a couple of bits here and there. So there's not really a ton to do. Nothing that should probably take a few hours, which is the goal. You know, I don't want to spend the whole time doing. I don't want to like go into the next last episode and have to spend 6 or 7 hours, you know, on one episode, because that is always a bally. There is a lot to do, nonetheless, still, but not as much as there would have been if I made this the last episode, because I didn't really want to. So the option was to make this the last episode, and then have the polls and stuff come out on Halloween. But after, it just wasn't gonna be possible. You know, I would have had to spend 7, 8, maybe even more hours into the game before I had everything that I needed done. You know, and it would have just and it would have been a rush, and I would have been burnt out from the game. I don't want to be burnt out from the game because I want to go ahead and start another series straight after this one. It's going to be a common theme, I think, for my channel. Is we're going to go ahead and do a Halloween, and then shortly after do a Christmas. So there will be a Christmas series. Don't you worry about that. This time though, instead of starting in December and giving myself a month to do it, I'm going to give myself a couple of months. I'm going to start at the beginning of November, and get the last episode uploaded on Christmas Day. Which is mad to think Christmas Day really isn't that far now. You know, time just goes by so freaking quick. I got to get decorations all over again because obviously I moved to uni. I have absolutely nada Christmas decorations, which is always fun. So I got to get a bunch of those. Don't know when, how, or where I'm gonna get them from. I mean, I'm in Canterbury. You know, I live literally right next to London, so it's not the end of the world. I just don't quite I'm unsure on my address. You know. I don't know the address of the place I'm staying at, so it's hard for me to get stuff delivered. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, so there will be another series. I don't want to burn myself out because then I just would delay starting the next series, you know, and I don't really want to delay that. You know, I want to make sure that I can go to a new series refreshed, ready to go, you know, which is exactly what the plan is. So. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and give you guys a rundown. The fire park has started to come together. It's starting, you get an idea of the shape, how big it's going to be. There's 4 coasters. I did get 2 coasters done in the time lapse. As you'll see, I think I spent more time on this kiddie coaster than I did on this boomerang. I'm not even going to lie. But we'll talk about that more in a little bit. There is also this, which is going to be littered with stones as well, but we'll do that in a time lapse or something. But yeah, so obviously we started the time lapse with getting a bit of detail done into here. I came up with the idea of why not just make them come into a temple, you know. Temples, although typically the adventure pack, they can be seen as spooky if you do it right, you know. And that was the goal I was going for, and I think I've done pretty well so far. I did such a small amount, you don't even realise. I kind of hit a brick wall and was like, what do I want to do from here? So we'll continue this in the next episode, but we literally just got this literally done. This is all we did, nothing much. I've got all of this to do, and these are a couple of blueprints I had, which I'm going to touch up and make them more unique, more like me. This whole area is not going to be used, which is good. But yeah, I've got to do all of this, wrap this up area, and then bring this to a close. You know, there's not a lot to do. I think it's just going to be a case of chucking a few lights in here and there. That is an annoying gap, and I don't know how I'm going to fix that. We'll sort that out at a later date. But that's this big one. I need the little ones. Why are they all fine? I won't. Let's grab it from here. I don't know how I actually got to this one. Yeah, and then obviously we'll bring this area to a close, which is the plan. The plan is to bring the area to a close. Sorry, I'm not very good at talking and building or that kind of stuff. I kind of find it hard to concentrate whilst I'm busy building, but hey, we'll move. Yeah, so this will obviously be what I wrap up in the next episode. I knew this would be, this flat ride would take a while. I always have a habit of making flat rides and making them too big. Always. So I knew this flat ride would take a bit of time, and I did expect it to take about 3 episodes. I mean, I did a lot in the last episode. I did a tiny bit this episode, but this is more of a touch up for the house. This will be finished, the first thing I finish in the next episode, so don't you worry about that. We did this later on though, but obviously we did our 2 coasters, so I went ahead and I built a boomerang. I have no idea why I haven't changed the colour of the car. Yeah, we went ahead and I started off with a boomerang, because I thought, do you know what? I think a boomerang's is a good thing to do here. I felt like it was necessary, and I felt like it was something that made sense to do. So here we are with the boomerang. I don't like the fact that the orange is the main colour. We're going to do black, and then we're going to make this orange. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, so we went ahead and we did a boomerang. I've built one boomerang, I think. I did it off camera on PlanCo series I was going to record. Back in the day when building wasn't great. My building is still not great. Still need a lot of work. I really find it difficult to build roofs on buildings. It's always where I struggle most. I hate building roofs on buildings. But hey. So yeah, so we built the boomerang. Just took a little bit of fiddling, because obviously you got to have the right momentum to go back up and around. So I fiddled with it for a while, but finally got it up and running. It's nothing too advanced, too simple, just a bit fun, you know, something that anybody can do without it being too intense. I mean, this loop is a bit intense, but it's not too bad. We got a drop tower here, again, not much detail or decoration on it. I don't think there ever will be. I think this is just going to be covered in trees around the back base of it. And then we've got the kiddie coaster. So the idea of this kiddie coaster was to build a slow coaster that just kind of introduced kids to basic elements that they'll find on typical coasters. Airtime hills, drops, turns, you know, that kind of thing. Not obviously in the advanced stuff like loop and stuff, because obviously you can't do that in a kiddie's coaster. But yeah, it's kind of like an introduction coaster. It wasn't meant to be too intense. It was meant to be very low. It was meant to just be a bit fun. Look at the height difference in the hill. You know, this hill is quite a bit higher than this one, and it's quite funny because yeah, I don't know. It's amazing, like how hard it was to build. The coaster kept getting stuck because although it looks quite high, this really isn't that high of a drop. But yeah, I wanted to just put a simple coaster that kids could enjoy, you know, have a bit of fun, get used to coasters, ready for when they want to do more intense coasters on order. So we did that. Like I said, it just goes drop. That's the most intense bit. It just goes down and around. And then we went ahead and we did. That was next off the coasters. We got the restaurant. The restaurant needs more detailing. It's just a lot of detailing, tree planting, touching up a couple of bits, and I'm done. The roof was a pain in the bum. Like I said, I don't like doing roofs, but I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out in the end. It's a bit of a strange roof, but I like it. This is the restaurant, so we've got 2 restaurants. We've got the vegetarian, and we have got the non-vegetarian, your standard menu. I'm not doing vegan because it's too much effort, and I don't know what's vegan, what's classed as vegan, what isn't classed as vegan. Because I'm not vegetarian or vegan, because I think it's a stupid thing. But no offense if you are into that, if you are vegan. I have nothing against you. I just personally would never ever be vegan. Yeah, and that pretty much wraps up what we did. Oh no, we did this as well with the Horror Heights. So this is going to be more of an abandoned hotel as the plan, the vibe that I'm going for. It's had a bit of work to it. The roof's got a hole in it, that kind of stuff. This is what we built last, which is pretty cool. I've never been one of these rides. I didn't really know how it operated. I've never even placed one in a single park, and I've played this game for a while. But here we are. So we've got one down, and that's it. That's going to conclude today's episode. Next episode, like I said, we'll go ahead and we will finish off everything, catch up on everything, detail a few bits here and there, and plant a bunch of trees and bushes, and that's what's going to take the time. That's what's going to take the most time, is planting all trees. Luckily, I've been really good. I haven't really let a lot of open space. Like this whole coastal was hard, but it took time because it was a lot of open space. But I've been good, and I've started to reduce. Obviously, all of these trees. I'm gonna have a bunch of trees around here as well. But you don't need to worry about that. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe for more content from me. Check out my socials there, of course, link down in the description of the video for you. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it, and I shall catch you all later.